Haiti, day 4. Today was Grace Village Camp, LaFar Orphanage, and hanging out the soccer field. So at Grace Village, we got there and I sat with Wadley and Eddie for the beginning, and a bunch of a bunch of kids just ran up to me, and we were just sitting during the introductions and while they did their skits and stuff. And then we went into our first activity segment. My group did what did we do first? We had the little kids first. So we did Duck Duck Goose, and we did Chips Across the Ocean, which didn't really work because they don't really listen to the rules, but they still had a lot of fun, so that's all that really matters. And after that, we went into the pavilion again, just to do another skit, hang out with the kids, and of course I sat with Eddie again. They went off to do the second segment of activities, but I couldn't because I didn't feel good. I was dizzy and I was just really dehydrated, so I just hung out in the pavilion while they did their dance thing. After that, we hung out in the pavilion for a long bit actually. Basically just ran around with the kids playing music. We did the Cupid Shuffle and Uptown Funk, and this thing where we held hands and we walked in a circle and we followed the leader, and it was in a spiral. So that was fun. That was really confusing. And we just hung out with the kids for a little bit, holding them and putting them upside down and stuff. And after a little bit, Ronaldo started play fighting with the kids, and Banja, I don't know what happened, but he hit him right where it hurts. So Ronaldo got a foam bat and started hitting everyone, but not in a bad, mean way, just in a funny way. It was really funny to watch, you know. And while that was happening, Rosalinda walked up to me with this white rubber band, you know, that she had on her wrist. She only had 2, and one of them was on her wrist, and she gave this one to me. She said, "You're my best friend, and I'm glad you're here." And she gave it to me just so I can remember her, which was super sweet. I'll be keeping this for a long time because I still have Levinsky's best friend bracelet that he gave to me on my first trip. Or, no, that was my second trip. And so that was really sweet of her, and I'll remember her for it. And then when we left the Richford came up to me while I was sitting down in the pavilion because I was dehydrated, you know, doing that, and he sat on my lap and he said, "Hey baby, you're very beautiful," and he started kissing right here. It was really, really funny. And then we were driving back on the top, you know, and we got back to the house, and on the way home, Manuel had the top stop, and we got sugarcane, which Thomas and I just love, and everyone else was okay with it. So that's super good. And so we got back here, we hung out for a little bit, and then we went and played. We were gonna play soccer with the neighborhood boys, but there's already an organized game going on when we got there. So we decided to sit on the sidelines, and I sat with this little baby boy, and his brother was there. So after a little while of holding him, you know, not baby, probably 3 or 4 years old, but while I was holding him, his brother came out to me and he talked to his brother and he said, "He loves you very much," and that made me really happy because I was just sitting there hanging out with him. I wasn't doing anything special, and that just made me really happy. just doing the little things can make someone's day so much brighter. And that's the point of, being here, is making people's days brighter and like making them see hope, and showing me hope also. So we were hanging out there, and I took some pictures with a couple of the people there, like Thomas and Davidson, and we hung out there, and we started learning Creole from these. Me and Coley and Grace started learning Creole from these two guys, and we learned a couple key phrases and like hair and kiss and I miss you and I'm sorry and wait and stop and stuff like that, and just like simple stuff. And we typed it down on Scott's phone, so we have that now. And so we were just hanging out there, and Dickinson came, and I bought some canvas posters from him, which I really like, some like paintings, and that was really cool. And just hanging out with some of the guys, and I think his name is not John, I don't know what his name is, but he's really lengthy and has like a long face. He just came up to me and he hugged me and started holding my hand. And then Pablo, he came up to me and he said, I like your hair, and I like your face, and I like your hands, and I like your eyes. You're very beautiful. And that was really sweet of him. Yeah, so then after that we walked back from the soccer field, and we hung out at the house. For a little bit. Looked at pictures on Deb's iPad, and Deb, who Sue's iPad, and then we went into devotions, and I asked Steve, how he was doing, because before we came here he said he didn't want to go, and he even told me that he's selfish, like he's selfish for his family. He doesn't really care what happens outside of his house, and he said that has completely changed, and he I don't know, everything that he thought before was just wrong, he said, and I find that really inspiring, and I like how he put things. But yeah, so today was just a good day. FaceTime Brian and Mom, that was good, and now I'm up here, so see ya.